he is a very jank player, but Mr. R is just so solid. One thing I really like about Mr. R, he is the flashiest Sheik, but it's just so effective.
I mean, he was always super flashy, right?
Right. Even his raw days. Yeah, even his raw days.
Them
he played
combo
hard.
videos.
Yep.
He came up with the weird wave dash on the Smash. Oh, maybe not came up with it, but he was the person to utilize.
Right. There you go. He's a very, very tricky player.
My man's name is Whole Milk.
Whole Milk?
I think Mr. R's lactose intolerant. Nah, I made that up.
All right. Well, there was somebody. We thought somebody over here was drinking a jug of milk yesterday, but it was the lighting. It was actually water.
I love milk. What are you doing?
A jug though?
That's fine. Let my man live.
After 6 hours, it's fine.
Maybe he has.
Don't use my bathroom. What's wrong with you?
We're gonna have button or hand warmers.
No, we're going right into it, man. Mr. R is in that crouch position. He's ready to go in. This is game number 1, guys. This is Smashville. Mr. R reflex. Let's do it.
Now we don't get a lot of Wario. There's very few Wario players that are playing in top level. We got some Japanese, of course. America, though, this is not a very common character.
I mean, not at a high level, but
not at a high level.
Yeah, but I would say reflex. I mean, obviously we saw how efficient he was in Brawl with this character. So for him to just kind of translate and refine the character for his particular playstyle here in Smash 4, you're in for a treat.
I love how quick his movement is. I mean, right there, he doesn't land the up air, but did you see how fast he was able to double jump into the up air?
Right.
It looked like he had only jumped one time with how fluid his movements are, and that's something that maybe people who don't know reflex at home don't know about him. Is the guy's tech skill is unbelievably strong.
Absolutely. Oh, nice pivot grab right there from reflex. My man finding a way in there. Mr. Arlo definitely aggressive right here. Oh, a few bike tricks right there just to show off a little bit. Good trade.
Wario being a little heavy, wind up being close to even, but obviously there's a pretty big advantage. Air dodges once again through Mr. R's up air. Now, are we going to see Mr. R start making the transition, you think? I don't think he's going to do down throw the up air again.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Like, he's gonna mix it up. There's no doubt about that.
No, what time it is, right? Oh, I thought we were going to
forward air time.
I thought it was going to be walk time.
Sheik special, man. Not quite, man. Okay. 3 in a row, why not, man? I was looking for a 4th. I'm not even going to lie.
You know, it's always funny watching Wario play from the commentary's perspective because you can see when he is and is not going to use the walk. But when you're playing against him, you just think it's a threat at all the points.
Good awareness to use that dash attack. Kind of just clashing, but Mr. R is still able to fade that and find a bouncy fish to close out that first stock on reflex.
Not going to be enough to close it out. 112 right now. Wario still trying to fight in.
And that waft is definitely online. Note the glow. That's not Pantene. That boy's ready to let one loose.
He's looking for it, too. He might be looking for the waft too much here. Bouncing fish, gonna whip. Down air.
Yes, it will. Okay. Some few tricksies right there from reflex.
Snack time.
Doing a good job keeping this pretty close, but Sheik finding a nice little forward air string, gonna end it with a bouncing fish. Very solid stuff.
Still has that waft available to him, and Mr. R has to keep this in the back of his mind.
Right.
It's gonna change his playstyle. He knows that if reflex gets him to, I would say, 40 to 60, depending on the position on the stage.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. There. Follow up off the needle as well. Good bite. Gonna send him off the level once again. Mr. R fighting back. Stage control gonna be given to Sheik.
Big time.
Careful now.
And he's just getting these bounce fishes off grabs right here. Just extending that lead ever so slightly. Doing a good job keeping out of his space.
Fighting in once again. Wow, that fair. So quick. So hard to react to.
Absolutely.
Even reflex. I mean, his name is Reflex. Has a hard time reacting.
Good pickup on that, by the way.
He goes for it again. Reflex, I think, expected something different, as did we, but Mr. R plays to the textbook and finds game 1.
No doubt about it, man. Just smart play right there. Goes for the up air, gonna seal the stock if it connects, and it does just that. So now going into thought real quick on where we're gonna head for game number 2.
See a ban. And I'm not sure what Reflex decided, but he's smiling about it.
Yep. All right, okay. Okay. Lilac. Oh, Lilac, excuse me.
I mean, King of Jank, right? Got to pick the Jank stage.
Perfect stage for this, man. Let's go. Let's see if it'll yield him some better results here in game number 2.
Now, these platforms, while Sheik uses platforms very well, might be a little stronger for Wario, depending on how Reflex is going to play this. Camping underneath these with things like, you know, bite, power shield, and to grab things like this on Sheik's approach are going to be very hard to deal with. What I want to see from Mr. R, camp him out. Get under a platform, chuck some needles at him.
No doubt about it,
Do it
man.
simple.
Especially if you find yourself with a lead, like don't overcommit to anything.
All right, we got a back throw.
Yep, just trying to establish some stage control here.
Mr. R getting to the ledge and regaining stage control himself. Reflex, though, getting pretty low. Wow, Sheik, though.
Oh, wow.
No problem.
Lucky for him, he didn't eat as hard a punish as it could have been possible out of that.
You know, sometimes the little Mac main in me go, oh, that Sheik's going to die from that, right? And then I'm like, oh, never mind.
Not quite.
She's fine.
Not quite. She's hanging in there and doing a good job trying to eliminate this last time, but a nice down air.
Whoa. And speaking of jank, bouncing it off those platforms, sending him his way. Trying to get those tires out. Get the bike back as soon as possible.
Reflex was always very creative with the bike tricks he's brawl.
Whole Milk trying to fight in once again. All but tied right now. Doesn't find the down air. Nair to punish, however. Oh, that spot dodge. It didn't cover the option.
Nicely done right there. Now, what Mr. R had been doing, he's been going for that either forward air or up air, but finally decides to execute the up B, and he does find a good hit right there, which is allowing him to be in a nice little lead right here, looking to extend it.
Maybe Reflex thinking he's always going to go for that forward air or that up air, and he, you know, air dodges too soon. That's what Mr. R is counting on.
Right.
So far, he has guessed 3 times, and he has guessed correctly every single one.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Mr. R's evasion has just been fantastic here. Really not letting Reflex in, which is one thing that's really hurting him. Oh, but Reflex letting him know, I'm going to force my way in there on that occasion.
That weird dashing that he just did, I'm counting that as a taunt. That counts as a taunt.
That's a taunt.
That's definitely a taunt.
You got it.
He's doing some weird hand stuff. Trying to fight back in once again. Again, has that waft available to him. Trying to fight inside.
Right.
Mr. R again has to augment his playstyle to reflect the guaranteed kill potential a little bit early.
Yeah, a little bit early, but you know what? If you see an opportunity to get the guaranteed damage, take it.
He's about 22% down now. And look at this, Mr. R doing exactly what he should do. This is a...
And so is Reflex, too, because think about it, he's just stalling to let that fart kind of increase a little bit more.
That's true
Have
as
it
well.
online. He knows exactly what he's doing in this situation. There's still plenty of time on that clock. No need to rush anything.
Mr. R is doing the old Gimpy Fish's guide, right? Sit under the platform and point the yellow stick at the bad guy.
Oh, my goodness.
This is how you play it, right? If someone wants to camp on the platforms, if you're in the lead, just let him do it.
There it is.
But, again, like you said, the waft,
right,
charging up.
It's going to be very beneficial to Reflex if he's able to get it back. I think Mr. R might have started to kind of figure that out. Now you see him going in on the attack. Reflex with the counter hits. Nice.
We're getting to that point where that waft is almost done. Oh, wow, that Nair keeping him out of danger. I expected Reflex to take that exchange. Another great fair by Mr. R keeps him in the lead.
Oh, Mike.
40%. Wow.
Okay. Right in the face.
We're almost there. Oh, my God!
What? Did he run up, turn around, poke the booty out, and then let it rip? Is that what just happened?
He showed it to him. No, he walks up, he turns around to bait Mr. R to drop the shield, and he's just like, gotcha.
Right in your face. That's a whiff you don't want to take, man. All right. We're tied up, guys. 1-1.
Mr. R looks maybe not shaken from that, maybe a little annoyed. Going into this next game, though, I think the initial stages of this next game are going to go to Mr. R, but I think as that waft starts to charge up again, it's going to go back to this awkward Mr. R not knowing how to fight into this matchup he doesn't have a ton of familiarity with a move that he knows will kill him at such low percent.
Right.
Game 3, let's go.
All right, here we go. Taking it to FD is Mr. R. So there'll be no platforms in the way of this man just trying to go in.
No silliness this time.
All right.
Look at it. I counted that as a taunt again. It's ridiculous.
He just can't.
He's got those jazz hands going.
Yeah, behind that bike.
Oh, I expected him to take a little piece of that. He didn't. So far, it's been all Mr. R. But again, he's fighting in slowly, right? Oh, that falling.
That was great.
I love it.
I love that. Like, you just immediately just go into another move.
Stage control again for Mr. R. Perfect punish.
All right, Mr.
Bouncing
R.
fish off the level.
Looking very crisp right now. And just playing it right. Just playing it real patient and stuff. Not taking any kind of chances here. Forcing Reflex to approach in these situations, and it's just not at all working out for the man.
Trying to get back on the stage here. 104% though, waft or not. I mean, this is desperately in favor of Mr. R.
No doubt.
And without these platforms, it just seems like Wario can't gain control like he's supposed to.
Oh, finds a good hit right there. Oh, I think he's trying to come down and bite him. Maybe some stage spike shenanigans, but not to be Mr. R with the up B, able to escape that predicament.
That down tilt control was good as well. Throws the bike on the stage for some control. He's trying to make the hitbox extend for Mr. R by lasting it through the bike shot. That's where he's going to punish with the waft.
Good use utilization to from him. But still, Mr. R finds himself with a healthy lead. One good hit away from closing out this stock.
Well, both of them are, actually, if you consider the hits.
Fair point.
Let's see, does he guess? No, right? This time it's going to be for Reflex, and he's alive.
And that's going to be some sniping game right there. Mr. R going deep. Not going to connect, though.
Oh, the turnaround, though.
Able to
Reflex
fade.
Gaining that stage control and a forward tilt. Going to do well. Oh, look at this. He has control front to back. Oh, I thought we were going to see it there.
That's scary for Mr. R. Know your percent.
That meaty up tilt right there. Almost getting the better of Mr. R. Mr. R in control. Time to guess. Oh, no, too high.
Yeah, I mean, look at that percent, man. He's going to bounce pretty far up.
When did that happen? Why is there a 100% lead?
Nicely done.
Oh,
good conversion right there. I don't even think he wasn't even counting on the bounce position hit. It was all about positioning right there. Finds the forward there, seals the stock off.
So Reflex has a choice here. He goes for the waft, right? Oh, okay. So the choice is there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Up B. Nicely done. Up throw, yep. Okay.
What are we trying to, I mean, at this point, he's got to get the kill as early as possible, and then it's just a little bit of camping to get the waft. Maybe not a 0 death he's looking for, but it's got to be something clean.
Sure.
It's got to be 40 or 50%, and then Mr. R has to make a mistake. That's what Reflex is working for, but at the same time, Mr. R, he's playing a much more turtley style. He's forcing Reflex to approach with his disadvantage, and he's countering beautifully.
That he is, and just look at, just look at the advantage he's gained right now. Oh, nicely done.
Like this.
Throwing the needles into his face, just perfect strategy right for Mr. R. Really exposing Reflex here for these lack of platforms right now.
So far, the FD pick has worked flawlessly.
But that was a great decision right there. Throw that up air out as he's coming down off of that bike. And you're so far up there, you look at that percent, that's going to take a stock. A solid 2 stock from Mr. R. Striking back off a game. He probably doesn't even feel like he should have lost in game number 2.
I mean, even if Reflex dodged that, right? I mean, control still belonged to Mr. R in that exchange. I mean, that was the old Meta Knight, right? You air dodge my up air, you're going to catch something.
Exactly.
So game 4, I'm expecting some type of jank again from Reflex. I would assume Duck Hunt got banned.
I want to see Charizard.
Oh, yeah. The old Pokemon trainer coming back.
Could you imagine if he played Charizard and then
he's
won?
going to bring it out.
Well, we'll see if we'll get the game 5. He's going to need to keep his winner's bracket hope alive against Mr. R, who is up in a 2-1 situation right now. Looks to close it out in this game.
So far, good control from Reflex, but he gives it away, trying to get greedy. He looks for a big reset, doesn't quite find it. Mr. R gains stage control, but, I mean, Reflex so quick on the return.
Absolutely. All right. The neutral here just playing pretty tight. Nice, goes over his head, and every time they use that grenade, just trying to kind of corral him in the position where you want him to be.
And, you know, while he does manage to push him out with it and force stage control for Sheik once again, he does get like 2% off the initial stocks as well. That fair, a little risky, but it's working out. Gains control once again, but again, Mr. R answering back.
No doubt.
Time to guess.
Woo!
All right, short hop there, right near the ledge, locking it down.
Always trying to get creative. Oh my goodness, not going to cost him that stock right there, but still Reflex putting himself in a nice position.
Reflex.
All right, hops off the bike. That was like an action movie scene, just jumps off.
Safety for now. Waft, ready to go.
All right.
Both players at kill percent.
Okay.
Good smash, a good waft. Spells the first stock from Mr. R.
Super safe here, but Mr. R gonna run up with the up smash, find the kill, and now finds himself with a slight lead here in game 4.
1% imprint, but it's extending. I love the grab option.
That was so smart. Dewey probably could get another forward off that. I'm just gonna go ahead and just yoke you up real quick. Here, come with me.
God.
Whiffing the waft right there. Now Mr. R feeling a little more safely.
Well, I mean, that was Mr. R right there. That's what Mr. R does. He styles. He gets such a good string, and then he just empty hops backwards to bait Reflex into thinking he's going to continue to style.
Yes, sir.
As a result, Reflex super on the ropes right now. Mr. R looking to close it out.
No doubt, and he's doing a good job of getting to that point here. Reflex with no answers right now, just getting swatted around this stage.
Goes for the falling up air. Gets the seal, but not much else. Slight misplay.
All right.
As he tries to bouncing fish onto the stage, it gets punished.
What the hell?
Got him.
All that just to die? Really?
And the Waft, all this while, has been charging up.
Uptight.
He needs about, what, 20 seconds? 20
Uptight.
seconds till he's ready to go for the kill. But he's 94%.
Ooh, nice. This could be big.
Does he get greedy?
Yes, not
Bike's
greedy.
down. Bike's down.
Not greedy, definitely just efficient here. Reflex not being allowed to come back to this stage safely at all.
Fight's gonna be good. Down tilt to the ledge. I think he got maybe a little bit nervous there. Not gonna kill just yet, but Wario's at 144 right now.
There's only so many more hits he can take. All right, this could be it.
Time to guess.
Is it going to do it? Yes, it will. Mr. R takes it in a 3-1 over Reflex.
Now, Reflex is not a player that we see traveling a lot, going to these big tournaments a lot. You know, he sticks to his region a fair amount, but he plays the game, played it well, taking a game of Mr. R. With the amount of tournaments he has likely attended versus Mr. R is, I think, extremely impressive.
And that is no easy feat either. Mr. R, a very